Good day everyone, this is Christian Paras from BSEd English 2, and in this video I will be demonstrating or showing you guys the features of the Google Classroom and how to use them as a teacher. So to begin with, the Google Classroom is an online platform by Google in which teachers and students can have a virtual classroom setting. Inside the Google Classroom, we can post, or the teachers can post materials and activities like quizzes and many more so that the students can answer. And also when the students are done with their activities, they can turn it in the Google Classroom as well. So it is very simple, it is very easy to use, and it's very user friendly. That's why it is the most famous online classroom platform as of this day. So this is it. This is the Google Classroom. As you can see, I am using only a mobile phone, but this is exactly how it looks like also in PC. So since I am a student, I also have these Google Classrooms right here created by my teachers, like for example this one by my teacher Mary Grace Flores, from Jennifer Carrillo, and many more. So last year I also created a Google Classroom, for a private Google Classroom for our section, so that we can share our lecture notes and ideas together, because it was still in the pandemic year, so no face-to-face class was still allowed, so we just helped each other virtually. So as you can see, here is the Google Classroom that I have created, and you can see that my classmates had some attachments here, and I also posted a few announcements. So today I will be teaching you how to use the Google Classroom as a teacher. So first of all, how to create a Google Classroom. So first of all, you need to install first the app, which is the Google Classroom in the Play Store. So you can search it here, Google Classroom, and as you can see, I already have it installed, and I haven't updated it yet, and I didn't know. But first you need to install the Google Classroom, and next is you need to enter into the Google Classroom. And for you to create a room, you need to locate first the plus sign. So as you can see, it is here in the bottom right corner here. So I will click it, I will click the plus sign, and it will give me two options, whether to create a class or join a class. And since I am the teacher here, I will be demonstrating you how to use the Google Classroom as a teacher. We'll click on create class. So let's create a class. So the first thing that we can see here is it has a few requirements. The first requirement is, what is the class name? So let's just name this one poetry, and the section for this will be 2A, so it will be second year section A, or block A, and the room will be room 2. Let's just put 2 there, and the subject will be English. So by the way, sorry for the interruptions, because I'm having some issues regarding my throat as of now. So I'll put subject English there, and after we are done with all this information, we've got this information field, we will click on the button create. So as you can see, it is on the top right corner, so click on it, create, and just wait for a little while. So the internet is still loading. Okay. So as you can see, the Google Classroom has already been created. It is named Poetry 2A. So this is it. We already have our Google Classrooms, and I can post anything. For example, I will share an announcement first to the class. So hi class, everyone. Welcome to our virtual classroom. Keep learning and enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey. God bless. So as you can see, as a teacher, I can post anything, or I can post announcement to my classes, just like in the regular classroom, in which we can announce to our students, we can tell them all sorts of stuff. So in the Google Classroom as well, you can do announcements. So we'll click on post here. So immediately everyone who is part of my class will be able to see my announcement, which is, hi everyone, welcome to our virtual classroom. Keep learning and enjoy the journey. So to further give you an example of how to post activities and how to grade them, and how will the students turn in their outputs, I will pause this video here and invite someone to my Google Classroom. And I will also teach you how to invite someone to the Google Classroom. So here we are again. I already sent an invitation to my class through a group chat in Messenger, and I will be popping it right here. So here it is. So how did I, or where did I get that code, or how did I know what code to give to my students through inviting them? So to know the code, or what is the code of the Google Classroom that you currently made, you will be clicking on the settings button here in the top right corner. So let's click on this. So by clicking on this, you can pretty much see the information of your Google Classroom from its title, description. So we didn't put any descriptions, the section, the room, and the subject. We can also see how to invite students into the Google Classroom. So there are two ways to invite students. It could be through sending a link by clicking here. So let's click the link icon. So by clicking this, we can see that it will take us into a window in which how or what platform will we be using to send the link. So it could be through Messenger and many more. In my case, I use the class code. So here, this is the class code, the 3H4BYYE, and I basically copied and pasted it and sent it to my GC, or to the GC of the class, and I asked everyone to please type in that code in the join class section, and after typing that, or after submitting that code, immediately they will be able to join my classroom, or the Google Classroom. So let's see who here have joined our classroom. So we have people, students. So as you can see, already one student have joined the Google Classroom, and she is Daiza Tamayo. So shout out to Daiza Tamayo for responding to my invitation as quickly as possible. So since we already have one student, I will be demonstrating or teaching you guys how to post activities and assignments to your students. So Daiza Tamayo, get yourself ready. Charis. So poetry, let's go back here. So to post an activity, we will click this classwork section here in the bottom corner. So let's go to classwork, and again we will be clicking the plus icon. So here, by clicking the plus icon, we can see that there are many options to choose from. We can create assignments, we can create questions, we can post materials such as pre-recorded videos, or slides or Word documents for the students to review and to know what the topic is all about. So that's basically it. And we can also use reuse post, or we can post again what we posted previously. For example, my post earlier about the announcement of welcoming my class to the Google Classroom, so I can reuse that. And I can also post a topic for the students to know what are the topics that we are about to tackle. So for this example, I will be clicking on the assignment. I will be giving the students an activity, and this will be titled Original Poem Composition. And we will add a description. So, hi everyone. For your first activity, you will be creating poem about anything. A rhyme sequence. So after typing the description, we can also add an attachment or some materials for them to use as reference, but I currently have no materials for them to refer to, since this activity will be free for them to compose personally. So there will be no basis at all. Plus the poem is also in free verse, so they can just make it however they wanted it. We can also assign how many points we will be putting it. So let's add 50 points for this activity. This activity will be 50 points. And we can also assign the due date, give the due date to when this will end. So let's take a look at that. So I'll give them 1 week for them to make this activity. So the deadline will be on December 22, 11:59 p.m. So let's click on save, and the topic will be, let's just leave the topic as blank. So upon doing all this, we'll click on assign in the top right, the button assign in the top right corner, and this will be posted in the Google Classroom as their activity. They will be notified that their teacher posted a new activity about original poem composition. So let's click on assign. Okay, so as you can see, assignment has been created or posted at 10:45 a.m. So going back to the Google Classroom, we can see here that I posted another post. So at first there was only one post, this announcement that hi everyone, welcome to our virtual classroom, keep learning, enjoy the journey, God bless. But right now there are two. There is a new assignment entitled Original Poem Composition. So these are the people assigned. So since Daiza Tamayo is the only one who joined the Google Classroom for now, she will be the only one who is assigned to do the task. So let's wait for her to turn in her output, and we will be taking a look at it later. Okay, so here we are again back at our Google Classroom, and this time we will take a look at who already turned in their outputs for our first activity. So let's click on original poem composition. So as we can see, Daiza Tamayo, our only student, already turned in her output. So he already passed his output for the activity. So let's take a look at it. Let's click on her name, and by clicking her name we can view here her output. So here it is in the form of an image. So let's view it. So this is her original poem composition. So it is entitled In Your Absence. So let's read it. In your absence, you are a necessity, my greatest reason, my one and only, my every season. You are the meaning in a world so absurd. To you I will cling, and I mean every word. I miss your presence, I am so brittle. In your absence, breathing hurt a little. Wow. So this is her output, and it is a very good one. So it is her original composition, and as you can see, she did not just use a free verse type of poem, but she has a rhyme sequence, which is the ABAB. So it's good. So after viewing the students' outputs, we can then grade them according to their work. So let's click on grade. So since this is a 50-point activity, so the maximum number of points that we can give will be 50. And for her work, I will give her 50 because the poem was great and she deserved it. It's a perfect work. So we can grade it 50 over 50. So let's click on return, and Daiza Tamayo will be notified, and you can check any grade or comments you've left. So let's click on return. So after grading the students output, they will be notified that their teacher already graded their work. So they can now view their grades, and in Daiza Tamayo's screen right now, she will be notified that her teacher gave her a grade of 50 over 50 for this activity. So so that would be all for this video for exploring the features of Google Classroom as a teacher. So I hope that you learned something, and as future educators, you will know how to use the Google Classroom for virtual classes and for convenience in distance learning as well, because it's not all the time that we will be able to conduct face-to-face classes, especially nowadays in the advent of technology. So it is best to utilize what is available in our hands, and technology provided us with the ability to still learn despite the distance, and this is such a great help for us to be able to join virtual classes and continue our pursuit for education regardless of the situation. So that would be all for this video. Thank you for watching, and once again, this is Christian Pacas, your BSED English 2 future educator.